Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The thundering herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Across the 45. And
that's a good run.
Down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Gonna run it. It's Lester. Discards a man. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's caught downfield.
I don't know how he called that.
The 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants it all. Touchdown, thundering herd. And they'll put that scoreboard operator.
Look like we're not running yet.
They draw first.
Sorry.
That is exactly what you want to open the season with a.
It's not my fault, bro.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kennesaw
Now, the
State
thing is,
offense
can we
headed on the
pass
field.
it?
Our first look at them today. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like.
He's going to go for a big one. Makes
Yep.
the catch on the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. That was a lightning-fast drive. It ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the point after is good.
Only 2
All
tackles.
square as he's set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll test the right side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And this guy is
We're
there's a
missing
reason why
stuff.
he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that's going to be key to the entire season.
He's loose.
What about the road?
Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Oh, yeah?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. Touchdown, Hurd! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Fine ways.
How did Kentucky lose to South Alabama?
They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
I ain't gonna lie, I might take the job at Kentucky.
He'll start the return inside
This
the
playing
spot.
Kentucky.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one.
I was afraid of
They're
that.
going to be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief.
We are not the same team as
The
last
Marshall
year.
offense makes its way back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's got 42 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
We only got one good play on it.
Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That's a sack.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're close enough for a makeable
We gotta
field goal
step
from the
it up.
26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Now adjusting. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And Now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Feeling some heat. Pressure coming. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter.
Why are we struggling?
With a huge play. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but
if they score again, it's going to be really hard.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's now up to 58 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's up.
We are not good at that shit.
Couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Marshall!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait
We're
to see
going
what
to
this offense
fight.
does this year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make
Oh, that was
running
almost a
catches as
touchdown.
gracefully as some of these other guys. And it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Lining up for the PAT.
That was a first chance. Can we
And the
stop?
extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punch.
We hardly got aim.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout.
Good
Nice
defense.
defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Lester. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on 1st down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well,
I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
touchdown.
And he'll put it inside the 20. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We might be average, but we got
They'll
hard.
line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 12 to Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys.
I thought that was an interception.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Slips a tackle. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Got a man. It's Lester. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets it out fast. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. They will score.
We got no defense.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This lead in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time.
Man, we are struggling.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out.
I might get fired.
A strike downfield. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Herd! And once he found open space, the band might
We got no defense. I'm firing the defense coordinator.
I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now sliding to his left. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection.
We get the ball back, but
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. You don't give a hoop. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, and that's simple, but
no
it's
interception.
Go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Good
He's
defense.
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
We just don't have the defense from last year. But that's good defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it,
Our offense is great.
make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it.
If our defense don't stop that, we go.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We're average. We're going to be an average team.
Wanted to take off from the football. And how dangerous is he that he just started chewing up yards and running away from the defense. Nice run by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTEP has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. And he's not down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Russ. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Can't get him to the ground. Open runway ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We ain't done.
Kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
All I know is we got one on that game. If we can make a comeback in this game, bless it alone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like...
Throws it back across his body,
Yes.
and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time.
Picked off. Looking for more room. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. First down for this offense. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Good job,
After
Rhodes.
getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this.
Really?
He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And once he found some...
I am so firing the defensive coordinator.
That's a 4-game four-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
That's like 3 touchdown passes allowed.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously...
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Uncorks one. On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Gonna take a shot. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no.
He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Decline.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand, and the offense declines the penalty. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike.
I don't think we're going to the playoffs.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Lester. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again,
But my gosh, look at the stats.
And he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Nice move to keep running. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room.
There's no defense.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurd! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man,
Where's
this guy
our
is such
defense?
so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big,
All right,
long
6
touchdown run.
quarter.
Add those stats, young
I
fella.
mean, 4 quarter, we got
Kickoff team
one.
out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Running toward the tape. The 30. The 10. And he rolls into the house.
He just answered.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70+ to the house. How about
This is
a
unreal.
little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
This is a
Only it
shootout.
were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tackled, but he has a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive high. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here.
Ball in the air,
Hey.
And they'll drag him down.
I give up.
Good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception.
And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield.
Good defense. I'm just so adamant.
Just breeze. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Makes the grab down the middle. And that was a high percentage.
Hey, we got a small champ.
Efficiency pass. They lose yardage. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin.
I'm going to choose the defensive coordinator's play.
Happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 15 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in
God.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us
Get
know when
off
it goes
my
final.
butt.
Find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking for the end zone. And
Almost a
it slips through his
touchdown.
fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Back to the air one more time. A shot toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Finds a man on the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He wants to throw it. Going for 6. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
No, we still got our time.
Stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 7-yarder for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Oh.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And they'll take a knee.
I think if you're the head coach, you got to be happy with what you saw, especially from the offensive unit in this game. Week 1.